Easiest way to get people to see your company's posts without paying for Facebook ads is actually just... Hi, my name is Ryan Hugler with Landscape Legends, and my goal with this video is to open your eyes on the power of social media and how you can implement it into your landscaping business, and give you some specific types of posts that you need to be making so that you can build trust within your local community and within your local market. So if we throw it back 5-6 years ago when I was starting my landscaping business while I was in high school, the way that we got started was through Facebook and social media. We made posts about our services, we had our friends and family share it, and we got known that way. Were we doing things perfect? No, but we at least showed up. And that's the biggest thing that I want to get to in this video, is that you just got to show up and show up on a regular basis on social media. And over time, you'll get better at it, and the business results and will show, and you'll get more clients. And in fact, my current business, Landscape Legends, which is a web design agency for lawn care and landscaping businesses, has also been built from the ground up with social media. Now, we don't do social media for clients, but it is a very powerful tool that everybody needs to be taking advantage of. So diving right into it, what is the goal of social media? It's not to go viral. A lot of people think that they want to go viral on social media, which can be beneficial to your business, but you can also attract a bunch of people that aren't qualified prospects. They could be people from across the country who aren't in your local market and will never hire you for landscaping services. So yes, in theory, going viral is good, but it'd be better to get maybe 2,000 to 5,000 views of people only in your local market compared to 100,000 to 1,000,000 views of people that are all over the country and they're not any of them being in your local market. We're creating content on social media to get you clients for your landscaping business, not to become content creators or social media influencers or whatever. You can do that as well if you want on the side, but we're talking specifically about posting on social media to get you more landscaping clients. So the big 3 things that we want to get out of posting on social media is more exposure, more trust, and more profit. And I'm going to dive into each of those real quick. Number 1, more exposure. Facebook and Instagram and social media platforms in general are the easiest way to get in front of people. Now, it's not necessarily easy to get in front of a bunch of people, but if you stay till the end, I'll show you a sneaky way that you can actually get in front of a lot of people in your local market for free without having to pay for any ads. But like I just mentioned, social media is free. Yes, you can pay for Facebook ads or Instagram ads or Google ads or whatever it is, but you need to first maximize your free resources, or the resources you have in when especially when you're starting out in business and you're maybe a little bit smaller, you don't have the money to go spend $2,000-$3,000 a month on Google or Facebook ads. So you can't do that. You have to resort to things that are free or low cost. And when you post on social media on a consistent basis, people are going to see your content on a regular basis, and you're going to get more exposure and consistent exposure. See, the biggest thing that a lot of companies struggle with is just people knowing that they exist. And believe it or not, a lot less people know that you exist than you think. Maybe they see a post or two of yours, but they may not recall any of it, and they may need to see your posts 10, 20, 40 times before they really recall you as being a trusted landscaper in the area. Number 2, building off that, and one of the most powerful parts of social media, in my opinion, is getting more trust and building trust within your community. When using social media the right way, you're going to be showcasing your expertise, showcasing the positive experience that other clients have had when working with you. And when people see this on a recurring basis, that's going to that's going to eventually be implemented into their mind that, hey, this company does really good services in the landscaping industry. Their clients are consistently talking about how good they are. And subconsciously, when they're ready to hire a landscaper, they're going to have you already pre-picked. Not going to have to go to Google and search for a landscaper. Because of that, you're going to be able to have more profit. And there's 2 ways that social media can actually help you become more profitable. Number 1 is that when you maximize your free marketing material and you post on social media, yes, maybe you have to pay for a camera, and maybe you even want to take it a step further and hire someone to do the social media for you. So it may not be entirely free, but you can do it free. But once you maximize your free marketing methods, you're not paying any in advertising. Whereas when you're paying $2,000 to $3,000 a month in Facebook ads, that is an expense that you're constantly receiving. So let me ask you this. Would you rather get 5 landscaping clients where you pay nothing for advertising and you just post consistently on social media? Or would you rather get 5 landscaping clients where you had to pay $500 a piece to acquire them through advertising? I don't know about you, but I'd rather get them for free. And that's the power of social media. So that's one way you can become more profitable. You incur less expenses. And then the second way you can become more profitable is that people are actually going to be willing to pay more to work with you because they trust you and they know you and they want to work with you for who you and your company is. And I know this may be a crazy thought to think of, and you could think, oh, that's not real. But just recently, I had a client contact us for a website for their landscaping business. And this exact thing took place. They've followed me on social media for a couple of years. They've seen my content, and they're ready for a website upgrade. They contacted us. We went through everything, told them the pricing, and they pretty much said, I don't have that much budgeted for a website, but I want you guys to do it because I know you guys will do a good job, so let's do it. We were over their budget, but they wanted to work with us specifically because they trusted that we could do an amazing job with their website. And the same thing applies for you and your landscaping company. When people are silently taking in your content over a year, 2 years, or whatever on social media, and they see you consistently show up and consistently do a good job for other homeowners or property managers in the local area, they're going to trust you. And when they enter the buying period or when they enter the market to hire a landscaper, they're going to come to you. And maybe they could have gotten a cheaper price if they just would have gone to Google and looked for someone else. But they know that you're going to do a good job. They trust you, and they don't really care about getting the best price. They want to get the job done and get the job done right. Like I said, if this has never happened to you, it may seem like, oh, that doesn't actually happen, but it does. So now that you know what the goals are with social media, what type of posts should you actually be posting? So the first type of post that you need to be posting is before and afters. These are your classic, just standard posts that a lot of people post for the landscaping business. And this is because this is essentially what the landscaping business is about. It's about taking an ugly property that needs more visual appeal and transforming it into a beautiful property. Whether it's an overgrown lawn mowed with beautiful stripes, or a patchy lawn that's been fertilized and overseeded and grown in nice and thick, or it's a backyard that was blank and a bunch of overgrown shrubbery turned into a beautiful backyard oasis with a pool, an outdoor kitchen and living area. Whatever it is, if you are in the lawn or landscape industry, the before and after concept is exactly the whole point of our job, or your job as a landscaper. This is a standard post that you can post on pretty much any project you do. I will say it works a little bit better more on the landscaping side because before and after posts aren't always super visible with like the mowing side, but it's a great standard post that you need to be posting on a regular basis to show that you can transform an ugly property into a beautiful property. Number 2 is a client testimonial post. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. Number 1, you can just pull Google reviews that are left on your Google business profile. And let me know, if you don't have a Google business profile, go set that up. And if you do have a Google business profile, or once you've set up your Google business profile, ask for reviews consistently. This is also going to help you get more trust within your local market. But building off that, once you get those reviews, showcase them on Facebook. So you can either just like screenshot them or make a fancy graphic in Canva, just showing the project you did and then the review that client left. And you don't really have to make it super complicated. There's plenty of Canva templates out there, all free to use. You can just upload the image of the project, paste the text, and you're good to go. And with that being said, I kind of want to build upon that for a quick second, that yes, high quality or high production quality content is valuable and important. Don't get caught up in that, especially if you're not doing anything with social media right now. Just post. Be human, pull out your phone camera, talk to the camera, and just take pictures with your phone, because that is at least getting you that exposure and showing up consistently and reminding people that you exist and that you do landscaping in the local area. So don't get too caught up in production quality. Now with time, once you do more quantity, then you can build quality naturally. Just because you do it more, you get more reps and you learn how to produce better quality content. But don't get caught up in that starting out. And that's because iPhone photos are pretty darn good these days. So just start there, and work your way up. Now, the second way that you can incorporate client testimonials into your content creation is by getting video client testimonials. And this can be something as simple as one of your employees or a tripod holding your phone, kind of like this right now, and then having a client stand right beside you. If you want to invest a little bit, maybe get some microphones so that the audio is crisp and clear, because audio is honestly one of the most important parts about the video. So if it's like super windy out or your fingers covering the microphone, it's not going to turn out well. But just introduce the client, say what you've done for that client, and then have them talk about the experience. What did they like about your services? How would they recommend you to other people, and what they like most about your company? And just have them talk genuinely about their experience. Now, obviously, if you have a client that's not super happy with your services, you don't interview those people. You just handle that on your own and make things right with that client. Video testimonials can be great. And then if you're more on the design and build side of things, I would highly recommend some of your better projects that you really want to showcase and grow into, like maybe some of those bigger projects in general. Hire someone to come out and produce a professional quality video with that client showcasing that project, because you can incorporate that into your portfolio on your website. You can post that on social media. You can even run it as an ad just so people consistently see that. That extra level of production value does become important, especially when you're talking about those $100,000, $200,000 projects that are not small investments. The third type of post that you can be posting on your social media is educational posts. So there's a lot of things within the lawn and landscape industry that the average everyday person doesn't know about. So teach them, educate them. Why is it that we aerate the lawn, and why do we do it in the fall, and what are the different types of fertilizers, and why do we apply the fertilizers in the way that we do, or why do we prune the shrubs when we do, or how we do, or what's the process behind building a paver patio or retaining wall so that it lasts the test of time and it doesn't fail after a couple of years. Educate and provide value in that sense through your social media, because this shows that you know what you're doing. Don't think that, okay, hey, if I teach people how to do this on social media, that they're just going to go do it themselves, because that is more than likely not the case. And if you do have people that end up doing it on their own, like realistically, they probably weren't going to pay you what you wanted anyways, and you don't want to work with those people. But you provided value, and they have a good taste in their mouth when it comes to your company and your brand. But what this does is it shows that you know what you're doing. You have a process for doing each service, and you understand the science and the reasoning behind it, and you explain that. That further reinforces the fact that you know what you're doing and you do a good job at it. And you're teaching it and you're showing it, and it further builds trust in the eyes of the prospects and people that are seeing these posts online, that see these posts online. Number 4 is a simple daily recap. If you don't know what to post, you can simply just take a couple pictures of what you did for the day, a couple yards you mowed, and post it. I mean, realistically, it'd be great if you could post every day. If not, maybe 3 to 4 times a week minimum, just so that you're being consistent. And these are great kind of like filler posts. You can't really think of anything specific to post. Just take some pictures of what you and your team have done, post them. And one thing I want to mention here as well, that just kind of came to mind, don't get caught up in the captions. Like, yes, there is a right way and a wrong way to do things, but when in doubt, just go look at some of the bigger players in the industry who are posting regularly on social media, that are using social media to acquire clients for their business, and just use that as inspiration. Like, you don't have to go too crazy being promotional. Actually, I would recommend not being super crazy promotional in your just comment or captions in general. Maybe if you're running a special promo, you can do that. I would say just maybe a simple call to action to visit your website, and don't get more promotional than that, at least on a regular basis. So after daily recaps, the 5th and final type of post that you can be posting on your social media are just simple project walkthroughs. Whether it's kind of like a vlog style selfie video with you and your phone, or you have an employee or one of your helpers or whatever hold your phone or your camera and record you going through the project. Talk about what you're doing, why, what progress you've been making, maybe some challenges that have come up, and kind of make it like a HGTV style concept. Like, there's a reason people like those type of videos. It's because it's like, oh, they're getting some inspiration, they're seeing behind the scenes and the process of it, and it's just kind of fun to see the new outdoor space come to life. So you can do that with a simple, like I said, iPhone camera, someone holding the camera, walking around the project with you, and you talking on camera just like this, walking through the project and explaining the different parts of the project. Some of our clients actually have done videos like this and they've performed pretty well. So another type of post that I highly recommend you incorporating into your social media strategy. Now those are 5 posts that you can post on your social media. There's other types of posts that you can make, but those posts are a little bit useless if nobody is seeing them. Now, the easiest way to get people to see your company's posts without paying for Facebook ads is actually just by adding people as friends on your Facebook account. So on your personal account, go into either local neighborhood groups or go find some local people that have a lot of influence in the area. Maybe try to add them as friends. They may not add you back, but it doesn't hurt to try. Different people that maybe like a certain restaurant or a certain local festival, people that are involved in the community, because one, those people talk in the community the most, and if you can get in front of those people and kind of the people that are centers of influence, if you can get in front of those people, that's going to be even more impactful. But add these people as friends on Facebook, because this will then have it so that when you share your business's posts to your personal Facebook page, these people are going to start to see these posts on a regular basis. And all they have to do is just add you back as a friend. And if you have some mutuals in the local area, there's a decent chance that they're going to add you back. Then some of you may be saying, oh, I don't want to add a bunch of random people on Facebook. Well, do you want to grow your business? I mean, come on. You got to kind of become an active community member that provides value and gets out there and gets known. I mean, if you want to just sit behind a screen and not get your landscaping business found, then it's not going to grow as fast. It all just comes down to the sacrifices you're willing to make. And I say that as someone that knows that I'm not doing everything I can on social media, but I also understand the power, and I'm just doing my best to consistently show up, and when I do have slumps, I get back after it. And that's really the biggest thing here, is just always keep moving forward, keep posting on social media, and even if you have a week or two where you slump, get back on it like nothing ever happened, and just keep being consistent over the long run. So remember, people don't just hire the best landscaper, they hire the landscaper that they trust. Go out there, use social media to get seen, be consistent, and build trust in your local market.